which is posted on the east wall of this meeting room. Tonight's agenda was posted in 3 public locations: the Eagle Municipal Building, the Eagle Fire and Rescue, and the Eagle Municipal Park. The village board will now stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance, and those in the audience that would like to participate, please join. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. That brings us to item number 1, report from Fire and Rescue. Is there anything for Fire and Rescue?
No, we had 6 fire calls, 15 medical calls, and 4 hazmat calls this last month. Still averaging the same 8 to 9 members per call.
Cool.
At any given time. So, still continuing well.
Nice.
Other than that, that's what we have.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for him? Seeing none. On to item number 2, discuss possible action, approve Sean Hucker as a member of the Eagle Fire and Rescue.
Start off, it says the fire department have a recommendation as we go into this.
Yeah, we voted Sean on the other night
Okay.
to be on probation here. So,
I had any problems with these membership applications, so I make the nomination to accept Sean Tucker as a member of the Eagle Fire and Rescue.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
Voting on the motion second to approve Sean Hucker as a member of Eagle Fire and Rescue. Voting on that, Dan,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
James,
Yes.
Marcus.
Yes.
Motion carried.
On to item number 3, discuss possible action on update on the new fire and rescue facility.
going good. It's on schedule.
Coming along quick.
Cool.
Come along quick. Hopefully October's still our deadline.
Nice.
So.
Cool.
Everything's falling into place very well.
Anybody else have anything? Seeing none. On to item number 4, public comment. Does anybody have anything for public comment?
I do. So, because there's some reasons behind it, I do close on a house in Iowa come Monday. So on the next agenda, you'll see a resignation from me. So maybe start putting the word out for the applications because of the budget workshop coming up. You're gonna want somebody there. I know somebody else is running on the ballot, so it might be wise to reach out to them. I don't. That aside, I'll be pulling my name off the ballot on Thursday. My apologies. I wanted to be around longer. Extenuating circumstances.
Well, we appreciate your service.
Yes, definitely. Before you go, are we gonna get instructions on how to, step-by-step instructions how to operate this? I'll make you type them up. And then also, will we have, access to the sign you get, Nick? Yeah, I was trying to work that out over the weekend using a laptop and he told me his leg's broke. I'm like, we'll work it out some other time. Just before you. I'm not leaving forever. I'll still be back for you. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna pull off that,
Get the school thing off and look be good enough for now.
Signs are lit up. If you want something on there for the summer.
Hey, if there's anything quick, tell them quick if you want something on there.
Perfect. Thank you.
Just second phone for questions.
I've got 2 phone numbers. You can have them both.
Mhm.
No, I'm not gonna answer, but.
Hey, turn this on.
Yeah.
We just unplug it at the end, right?
Yeah, you sure can, yeah.
If we mess with it too long, it won't work at all, so.
We're gonna get the new meeting space set up. I don't mind at all being part of the new setup. I'm still here for all that. I just gotta be there more.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have anything for public comment? Seeing none. Item number 5, discuss possible action, consider proposal for widened concrete to replace driveway approaches along Eagle Drive affected by the 2026 mill and overlay improvement project in the amount not to exceed $27,000.
I did add that 505 Eagle Drive onto the list that we had talked about at the last one, and just kind of, oh, I just put estimate there in parentheses because I don't see it, being beyond that. That'd probably be the max on it since it's similar to the rest. So that's where you get the 27 instead of the 24 from last time.
The only one of these I question on the price tag is 630 Eagle Drive. Now that driveway's a mere 8 feet wide or so. Why does it cost as much as all these others that are at least 10 feet?
I'm assuming that's just kind of their minimum.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it is what it is, but I'm going on, I went by there today, and unless they widen it out, I can't see why it would cost as much as those others do. And again, maybe it is a minimum number, I don't know.
They just set the cost and kind of let it all pan out as they did them all.
Could be.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering if 25 is not the minimum price. There's a couple that bumped up over that maybe. Not sure.
I know at one point I had talked to John about this, but we were gonna discuss about which ones we thought were the extreme and when the other ones were, some of them weren't as bad. How are we gonna determine?
I mean, like a future kind of thing, like.
Yeah, how do we decide that, okay, this one meets the criteria and this one don't? Yours isn't that, far enough off, then we're not gonna pay for it. Because now, basically, if we pay for these, we're setting a precedent in the future.
Yeah.
And we're going to pay for them, so we need to come up with something.
Yeah, whether it's an inch and a half, is it 2 inches? Some of these only had a 1 inch lip, some of them had 3 inches. So is
I
it,
think instead of making a set of precedents of backfilling the concrete to make it part of the bid,
you could do that too.
to make sure that the paver knows that they have to make it an equal level playing ground. They already do it for the improvements to the driveways that are just gravel.
Yeah.
Regardless, as you go forward on this, the main thing is, hey, I don't want them to go ahead and come out whenever we do the next one. Day after you extend the bid, they're out here with their equipment already because you can't possibly contact the residents. Tell them, hey, make sure your vehicles are off the street. I mean, they gotta give us time to do this. It isn't just, hey, they accepted it last night, let's move our equipment in.
They moved quick. on this
They
one.
did on this one. That was quicker than I've ever seen them move.
Yeah,
It's just over the weekend, winter's waiting.
I think they were kind of short on work, needed work, so yeah, they were out here real fast. We weren't really prepared. We even had to have one car towed
Had to.
around the block,
At the village's expense.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to coordinate that next.
Anyhow, whoever's gonna be watching it in the future, that's something, let's make sure it doesn't happen again. We gotta let the residents know proper timing.
Agreed.
Otherwise, we did have a motion at the last meeting that did not carry. So
If we were
Here we are
to do this, how soon can they start, do you know?
no, we haven't reached out to them yet on the other two, just because we kind of figured they'd want to get cracking on all of them simultaneously. So
Well, I just don't want them to do it when it's cold.
no, yeah, I think they seem pretty good. I don't think we'll have an issue there. I can, if we approve this, if we don't approve it, we have the others to do anyway. So I will let Kurt know to get a hold of them right away, get something scheduled.
But I made the motion the last time, I'll make the motion again that we go ahead and accept this proposal from Y&M Concrete to replace the driveway approaches that are listed for Eagle Drive there, not to exceed $27,000.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
Voting on the motion second to approve the proposal from Y&M Concrete to replace driveway approaches along Eagle Drive that were affected by the 2026 Mill and Overlay Improvements Project in an amount not to exceed $27,000. Voting on that. James,
Yes.
John,
Yes,
Dan,
Yes.
Marcus.
Yes.
Motion carried.
On to item number 6, discuss possible action, consider partnership with Purpose support a traveling to return program with referral at the same time.
Amy on here, who was I think she's the director or whomever, she was ill. So I think we're going to put this on the next agenda if you guys are okay with that. She'd like to still come and talk, but she couldn't make it tonight.
Like I said, I was trying to get a hold of somebody else that's part of the organization, but they written me messages. That happens next week. They call it. We got a couple of points on. We don't have to step into.
Job.
Okay. Number 7, discuss possible action, consider first reading and ordinance of 2026-05, increasing the local sales tax and use tax from 1% to 0.1%.
Motion to introduce ordinance 2026-05.
I'll second.
Voting to introduce 2026-05. John,
Yes.
Dan,
Yes.
James,
Yes.
Marcus.
Yes.
Motion carried. Ordinance 2026-05 is an ordinance of the Village of Eagle, Cass County, Nebraska, to increase the sales and use tax as set pursuant to ordinance number 8718 from 1% to 1.5% as approved by the electors of the Village of Eagle on May 12, 2026. To provide for the severability of any section, clause, provision, or portion found unconstitutional and invalid. To repeal all ordinances in conflict herewith. To provide this ordinance shall be published within the first 15 days after its passage and approval, either in pamphlet form or by posting in 3 public places in the Village of Eagle, and shall be in full force and take effect from and after its passage, approval, and publication, as provided herein. And to provide that the provisions of this ordinance shall not become part of the municipal code of the Village of Eagle. That pretty much summarizes it. We adopted resolution 2602 back in February, which was submitting the issue of changing the terms of the sales and use tax, and then, as was cited in the heading there, it was approved by the voters on May 12th at the primary election. So,
Motion to accept the first reading of ordinance 2026-05.
Second.
Any further discussion?
voting on the motion second to accept the first reading of ordinance 2026-05. Dan,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
James,
Yes.
Marcus.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Motion to suspend the rule of 3 consecutive readings on the ordinance 2026-05.
Can we get a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
I must point out that all 4 of us have to vote yes on this or it fails.
Voting on the motion to suspend the rules of 3 consecutive readings of ordinance 2026-05. James,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Dan,
Yes.
Marcus.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Can I get a motion to approve ordinance 2026-05?
So moved.
I'll second. Any further discussion?
Voting to adopt ordinance 26-05. John,
Yes.
James,
Yes.
Dan,
Yes.
Marcus.
Yes.
Motion carried.
On to item number 8, possible action, set closing date of August 9th, 2026 for the Eagle Bowl for the 2026 season.
That's the date the kids told me that they have to be done, so
Well, why don't we just move school up a little further and I'm at the end of July then?
it's getting closer every year, it seems like.
I mean, that's what it's all about. You lose your lifeguards and then you're done.
Yep. Unless in your spare time, you want to be a lifeguard, John.
They'll get certified, yeah.
Can I get a motion to approve the closing date of August 9th, 2026 for the Eagle Bowl 2026 season?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any further discussion?
Voting on the motion second to set the closing date as of August 9th, 2026 for the Eagle Pool for the season. Voting on that, John,
Yes.
Dan,
Yes.
James,
Yes.
Marcus.
Yes.
Motion carried.
On to item number 9, report from street maintenance.
We'll start this off with Dan and I did speak about the stop sign that was brought up for 4th and F. And that problem seems to have dissipated a little bit presently, so we're not recommending it at this time. However, if it continues, we'll bring it back to the board.
I haven't even seen that vehicle in
Well, I guess it's on 4th Street on Perry's side. Your side, Marcus.
Yeah, it's been,
What's that little
been in
white?
front of that corner
What
house.
is
a
it,
lot.
with the eyelashes?
Oh, that one?
She works part-time at the dentist, it's all
Yeah,
part-time,
she
so
does.
it's kind of hit and miss.
Anyhow, the problem doesn't seem to be there, so we're not gonna act on it at this time.
Part of this speaks to me, I know that we put in the striping for, the handicap parking. When I was digging through the regs, I seen that no parking is actually yellow stripes. That makes a difference. They're not supposed to be red. But it's for like emergency vehicles and fire hydrants, no parking is yellow. If that makes a difference for future reference.
What'd you say? No parking is what? Yellow?
And the ordinance says it's yellow. I think it just kind of get carried away with the red can. It works.
Yeah.
It
No,
does its job.
that's all right. Sounds good. Yeah, red's probably more for fire hydrants and. Got it. Didn't get a report and don't know of a whole lot recently. I mean, pool and
But between injuries and vacations,
that's true too.
main thing you need to get done in the next 2 weeks is crosswalks and parking stalls.
I talked to them almost a week ago about that, and they were gonna order the paint. I don't know if they've even done that yet or not.
How's our addition been this year, Terry, for the pool? We haven't been short or long, or
Oh,
And excellent,
yeah, pretty darn good.
that's good to hear.
Have you had any days that were even? Not really.
well, one day was $5 short, that was the end.
Could have just been a mistally. Yeah.
I was just curious.
Now,
You know, in the prior,
I was saying, like, about twice a week, I take empty bags and stuff out in the morning to the pool, I walk through it. It's probably cleaner and more organized than I've seen it in 7 years.
Nice.
So,
One of the pool employees would tell me when we were doing the electronics recycling, he says so many people they turn away because they can't do electronic payments. I don't know how we do it in the office. I think it's all like computer, but if there's
Yeah.
a way we can do some sort of swipe.
I told the managers if there's ever a time where they absolutely cannot get cash or check, that they can call us and we can do it.
does it cost quite a bit to get another card machine, Nick, for,
Well, there's no computer. Our current one's all through the computer, and there's no computer or anything up there. And it gets so hot up there, that computer be.
Is there
I
a
wonder-
cell phone?
so I was just gonna say, I wonder if we got a cell phone and a
Like
swiper
Yeah, just like
up there.
Square or
Sounds like an accounting nightmare for Nick.
it does sound like a You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
it
I'm
does.
sure that would be.
That's why I'm not so concerned.
they can write a check or pay cash.
There you go.
Or if they
Nobody writes
absolutely have
checks
to.
anymore, Terry, that's the thing of the past.
We did take a couple
So
by card.
half our water bills are paid.
Yeah. If you guys had automatic payment, I wouldn't write a check for it either.
We do have auto payment.
Do you?
We've had it for years.
Ask Terry about the auto pay.
Awesome. I
Which
didn't know
Terry?
you-
This Terry? I think he kind of likes it that way, don't you? The auto.
It simplifies things. It's more work for me, but it simplifies things. No one ever gets a penalty. It's always done on the 10th, and depending on the weekends or holidays, but basically the 10th. But
Huh. I'm good with that.
You can sign up through Terry though.
I've
Yeah.
got about 90 people on auto pay.
What do you gotta do to sign up?
Give me your account information.
Banker card, bank's 1 or
Sounds like
bank.
an accounting nightmare.
No, it's not bad because
I see where you went there.
Yeah.
our two computers talk. If that makes any sense, they're on the same. What he does, okay, it goes to Payport, which is the state system, and then just comes right into me. I don't know how it would work at the pool. I really don't.
It would be a headache probably. I know people would enjoy it.
They probably
So
would.
they want everything easy.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty much, it doesn't boil down to that. It boils down to kids don't want to carry cash, but they have their phone, they can tap to pay like they do with cases. Or their watches, they can tap to pay.
I know a lot of people go away from cash.
Do you want to mention something about chipping?
Alright.
Chipping, appropriate files and things.
Yeah, there's, we've got an issue with some chipping. I seen up in the heights, and we need to make sure that we're, our guys are doing the no more than 15 minutes. That if you have, cutting down a whole tree, or you pay somebody to cut down a tree,
We're not
that's
gonna
not our
take it.
guys' responsibility.
That's a big
You know, if it's a storm damage, that's different. But if you pay somebody to cut your tree down, just pile it again a lot because you don't want to pay to chip it.
over the sidewalk.
That's not the village responsibility.
I think they did do a little bit today, and then they realized that, you know, if we followed all of our rules, I think it'd be there for 4 to 6 weeks because it would take that long to get it all, you know, 15-minute increments.
And there's so much in the backyard. That's all, you only see about half of it.
Yeah, there's more.
I'm sure they're going to continue to bring it out. They're probably running out of time this year when they're going to chip that.
So we did not, you know, they're not going to do any more. So
Yeah, so I guess be prepared when they come to us and say something. If we started it, now we're not going to continue it.
yeah,
We have some upset residents.
I think the reason they did some was because they encroached so much on the neighbor's driveway. They felt bad for the neighbor, so they did that little pile that was covering his driveway. Yeah.
I just know the whole intention when we got that chip for bottom of grant for storm damage.
Mm-hmm. And just basic yard maintenance, you know.
And I just, you know, we don't want to abuse it because there's not many towns that have that. I mean, that's a perk to being here in town.
I mean, I tried to put some railroad ties in there that were
Railroad ties, brake
railroad
pads,
spikes,
caliper,
brake pads, yeah.
We've seen all kinds of
Kind of
stuff.
on those lines too,
railroad spikes, you know.
with the chippers, there's a few people in town, might have to write some notes. They're letting overgrow on sidewalks and into alleys.
Yeah,
Might have to
it's all over.
send a few letters out, telling them to take care of those.
If you have any specific ones, because I could probably, you know, go all over town and find them, send them to me, message me or something.
I can do
We
that.
probably need, yeah. I guess I'm not in any shape to. Somebody should probably just walk around and look around, you know. Sounds good.
Anything else for street maintenance? Seeing none, on the report from Wells and Sewer.
I don't know all the details. I'm gonna let Curtis and Bryce talk about that at some point. But the sergeant drilling was out at the wells, and I think it's the west well. They're recommending we get that thing lined, at least cambered and lined, more than likely. It's starting to see like an increase of manganese, and they're just starting to see some issues. So we're supposed to be getting a bid, and we got one. I'm not sure if that covers everything, but a bid prior to the budget workshop to put in our next year's budget.
How much downtime did that cause?
That I don't know. It might be. Hopefully they don't do it in the middle of summer. It's only a good fall job,
Yeah.
or early winter,
I would guess 3-4 days.
probably.
As long as you have the tower full, maybe bump the pump up a little bit on the east one, should be okay.
So that'll be, you'll see something come budget workshop time.
That's gonna get expensive.
Oh yeah.
What's that farm is
Everything's
that again?
expensive.
Um,
Everything's expensive nowadays.
Yeah, but we're
I don't know right now.
probably 30,000-40,000.
Are we gonna get multiple bids for this or just through that one company?
So there's not multiple people to do it.
and they're kind of our go-to guy for everything
I
wells.
know there's a lot of guys that could do line, so it's the well or is it the line? Or what?
I think it's the well,
It's
but
casing, I think, isn't it?
probably.
Casing for the well, the vertical one?
That's my guess.
Yeah. Okay.
AWS might be able to do it out of Meade, maybe.
Sergeant,
Then you go clear out to Lexington or someplace, and they're gonna charge your board just to show up.
Sergeant kind of knows our wells at the back of their hand.
Anything else for wells and sewers? Seeing none, on to item number 11, discuss possible action approved or 9 minutes as typed for previous meeting. Can I get a motion
Motion to approve the minutes is presented.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
If I abstain, you got enough people to pass? Yes, you got three.
Yeah, I need at least 3. So, I know you weren't here, but if you want to vote on it anyway, feel free. Voting on the minutes. Where are we at here? Dan, John,
Yes,
James,
Abstain?
and Marcus.
Yes.
Motion carried. Sorry. You're good.
On to item number 12, report from committees and boards.
Brought us up late, so have we got anywhere on our dump truck, that dump box?
We're kind of waiting for some of that parking to clear out a little bit to have room to get in there right now. There's just, yeah, lost a lot of that available. There.
Well, you'll be down one guy for probably 6 weeks.
Probably.
So it'd be Bryce and whoever volunteers.
I was gonna bring something about technically. Like you were saying, typing up something for not just this, but also how to operate digital board on the highway. I'll type something up for that. When I go up to the one on the highway this week, is there somebody who would like to go on? Like you
Will you do it during the day, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like,
I'll be
Bring it.
spending a part of tomorrow setting up the computer before I even drive up there this time. 'Cause that's
bring a laptop.
So we'll be able to use Nick's computer and any laptop up to it? Or?
Yeah, the software's free, yeah. Yeah. It expired on mine for some reason, I must have enabled something, because when I got that sign, there's this guy that installs and gave me a different way to install the software, so.
Hopefully it's pretty
He
easy to
gave me a
do.
1-year free trial of a different version, whereas the actual version for what we needed, we only needed the free version. Yeah. Come up to the office, we set it up. Okay, cool,
Yeah, let me know a day. This might rain. Thursday, Friday.
perfect time.
Yeah.
I'll be moving up Friday. That'd be great. Better than 110.
I got one thing for the Parks and Rec. As of right now, on August 2nd at 2 o'clock, we're planning on putting together those goal posts. So
Have you guys seen that kind of? We
they're,
got a pencil in 6 months.
yeah,
You better start earlier because there's what, 30 boxes?
Oh gosh.
and they're putting out a request if anybody wants to come and help from the public. They are more than happy to.
I'll be getting a turnout.
I think they got another free pool night coming up too, don't they?
23rd. I think that's this week on the Thursday actually. So yep. I think that's the last free swim day. One quick thing through the legislature, LB 596 passed. It took effect on July 18th. What is the 20th? Pertains to the Open Meetings Act back there. You'll see that I actually pinned up a copy of the Open Meetings Act. They're no longer going to require nor are they going to provide the big calendar you see up there, the big sheet. Now it's all going to be on a packet, a stapled together packet. You're only required to have one in each meeting room, so we'll just change the language on this. But we'll probably have 2 or 3 we throw out. Not that anybody really looks at it, but that way we cover our bases. So, no longer be on the wall, because that one will be no good, and they're not going to provide any new posters, so. That's all I know.
Alright. Is there anything else for committees and boards? Saying none. We ended it at 7:29.